What's up, guys? Back with me and today we got Smallville Season 1, Episode 8, Jitters. Okay, so this episode, so if you want my recap, you probably watched this episode. So, yeah, you probably watched the last episode. We met Joni Melvin last episode, played by Amy Adams, and she just wanted to get skinnier and ended up eating kryptonite meteor vegetables that made her want to eat every food in sight, and she ended up and she and Clark had to have a fight, but then the place they were in exploded and Clark survived, but she had to be taken to Metropolis Hospital. So, and Clark and Lana, Clark gave Clark. It was Lana's birthday, and Clark, because he had to fight Jody Melvin, he missed Lana's birthday. So to make it up to her, they watched a Looney Tunes cartoon, just like Lana and her parents did when she was a kid. Yeah, so when Lana was 2 or 3, but now let's get to this episode. We start at the Kent Farmers because Jonathan and Martha are going to Metropolis for dinner or something, and they leave Clark in charge. And Clark's talking to Chloe and Pete, and he's like, and they're like, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" And he's like, "What any person would do, throw a party." But he says that you guys can come and some people can come. It's gonna be like a small get together, but that turns into like a big house party because Clark invited people, and the people Clark invited people. So yeah, and Jonathan and Martha call Clark, but he's too busy with the fireworks that Lex bought to that Lex gave to answer the phone. So the next morning they Clark's cleaning, but then Martha and Jonathan come back, are already there, and they're like, we were very worried about you, Clark. We spoke with a lot of people that didn't even know who Clark Kent was. So, and then later, but Clark did find something interesting. There's this guy named Earl who has like something wrong with him because he keeps jittering and he doesn't know why, and so he came to talk to Jonathan that night, and because Clark was having the party and Clark was like, Jonathan's not there. So when Martha and Jonathan came back, he was like, it was early, he was looking for you, and I think he might be sick. So they go talk to him, and he's like there was a level, like he used to work for Lucifer Corp, and that there was a level 3, and he was exposed. But when he came back to Lucifer Corp, people pretend like level 3 never existed. So Clark having him sent to Metropolis. I kept saying Starling. Metropolis. But he escapes, and on Clark's field trip to Metropolis, Earl takes everyone hostage, and Lex is like, they're friends. So and Clark tries. Earl takes everyone hostage because he thinks there's a level 3. When Lionel comes in, he's like, "Hey, Earl, there's no level 3," and he's like, Lex is like, "There's no level 3." He's like, "Yeah, is that right?" He's like, "Of course it is, but of course, Earl doesn't believe him and think so. Lex goes in on his own, but he's like, "Hey, I can bring you to level 3 if you everyone out." So everyone goes, but they're like, "Where's Clark?" He's like, and Martha's worried, so she's like, "Hey, Lionel, you should open the doors because Clark's in there. But he's like, no, Clark's in there, but also Lex is in there. So yeah. So Clark's like, hey, Earl, there's a level 3, but he's like, Clark, don't mess with me. So they go to level 3, and he's like, wait a minute, there was supposed to be like a cornfield where they. This is level 3, but there's supposed to be like a cornfield where they like did all this stuff, and he's like, and Clark is like, Lex, did you know that this even like this place even exists? And he's like, no, I didn't. So yeah. So Earl starts jittering, and Earl starts jittering again. So so Earl picks up both Earl and Lex, and later Lex is like, Clark, how'd you save us from falling? And he's like, I don't know, in general, I guess. And yeah, that's the last we see of Earl, yeah. An online website called the Chloe Chronicles. I don't know what it's called, but it's called the Chloe Chronicles, and it's said that Earl died 6 months after this, and his baby son started manifesting methuman powers or something. So yeah, that's what I read on the Smallville wiki. So, but back to this, and yeah, so 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 yeah, and then they're all happy, and that's how the episode ends. Okay, so Clark gets out, they're all happy, likes it. Oh, yeah. So that's how they. Okay, so this episode was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. Earl was crazy. At least he now knows that level 3 exists, but yeah, and so yeah, it's sad that Earl died 6 months after this episode, as it says on the Smallville wiki and the Chloe Chronicles. But yeah, it's sad that we don't even know what Earl died of. He probably died of jittering so much, and yeah, I really liked this episode. This episode was a really good episode. I like how Clark, yeah, your parents are away. Your parents are away, and you're a teenager and you don't want to feel alone. Clark throws a house party. Yeah. So yeah, that's what Clark did. He threw a house party but yeah. Yeah. So that's the end of that. I really liked this episode. It was very good. Jitters kind of made sense for the episode because Earl, he was jittering and he didn't know how to stop it, and he went insane. But he ended up dying 6 months after this episode at some point. So yeah, I'll see you. So remember to push like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to this video, and I'll see you guys on the next Smallville.